things in your hand, and you can watch video of your opponent, and your parents can too. And we have to be able to look at those things and still be able to wrestle our best. You know, it's so funny. We always find 1,000,001 things to make us afraid. You know, when I first started wrestling, my first tournament, that kid who had those brand new shoes, oh man, he must be good. He's got the new shoes. After wrestling for a few years, that person with the holes in his shoes and the toes sticking out and the tape around it, I'm like, man, that guy must have been in a lot of battles. He must be good. You know, we find a bunch of reasons. Oh no, he's got a mustache. Oh no, they got tattoos. You know, we find all kinds of reasons to make ourselves nervous. Why do we go to the brackets? You know, I ask you, you say, either it makes you nervous, or it fires you up, or it does nothing. And the last one is a lie. When you look at those brackets and you watch those videos, you got to ask yourself, is it making me nervous, or is it making me fired up? Don't be afraid of being either one. It doesn't matter. The guy who gets really nervous can be the most fierce beast. The one who's very confident can be hard and will never get beat. It's okay to know who you are, what it takes for you to be your best. But I challenge you, be careful, because we find 1,000,001 reasons to make ourselves afraid. But look for the things to make ourselves confident. How do we do that? Well, here's a hint. How was your week's worth of practice? How was practice on Monday? When most people slack on the first day of the week practice, how was yours? You know, when you have a good hard week of practice, then you could bring it on Saturday. And that's what it's all about. Is when you're in a practice room. That's where you make your gains, guys. It's in these rooms when you're sweating and pushing your body, you can't breathe. And ain't nobody's cheering for you. No one's giving you high fives. You have to push yourself and you make your gains in here. And so you got to challenge yourself. You want to build your arsenal. You want to know that you pushed your body in practice. So when you get to the tournament, that you know you can do your thing. Be careful looking at the brackets. And be careful for those people, misery loves company. There's people, misery loves company. I knew a guy who gets so nervous that he'd be, oh, do you know who you're going to wrestle in the semis? I just saw him break this guy's neck. Anyway, see you later. You know, I call that a mentally transmitted disease. Huh? Be careful. I know what those are. People could come plant seeds to scare you, or you plant them yourself. One thing you can try to do when you're in the corner getting ready for your match, try to resist making eye contact with your opponent. I challenge you. Try to resist looking at your opponent. Because I'll say this. If you're looking at them, you're probably trying to see if they're as scared as you are. How about that? If you look at them and they look, for some reason, they look scared, does that make you feel confident? It can fake you out. Believe me, looks can be deceiving. Better, go inside yourself. What moves have I been hitting this week? I mentioned earlier. You guys, we have to hit the stuff you drill. Demand from yourself. Demand from yourself. If you drilled that move 50 times, then darn it, hit it one time. Hit it one time. Why are you drilling all these moves and then you don't even try it one time? A light bulb will go off. I promise, a light bulb will go off when you correlate, say, man, you know what? I drilled it and I hit it. John Smith, my favorite wrestler, said he felt like he was a scientist in the lab. I'm about to make a giant discovery. He didn't want to leave the wrestling room. And I appreciate wrestling on those levels, on the technical side and the art. But try to resist looking at your opponent. It can help you. Don't look at them. Don't size them up. You look at them when you shake their hands. You look them at the eye before and after, and then you go. But you don't need to make eye contact before. Let me give you a hint. If you want to look, don't let them know you're looking. Don't let them catch you. Don't let them catch you looking at them. Let them know, I'm sweating you. Yeah, I'm wrestling somebody over there. They're over there somewhere. I used to think in my head that since I don't play the staring game, that I'm messing up my opponent. Why isn't he looking at me? Why isn't he sweating me? Why is he afraid like me? You know, you see the people, if you don't look, they'll start staring harder. Ask your parents to look. You see if I'm not lying. If you don't make eye contact, they have to look more. So you play your own game. When you step in that circle, you have to own that circle. You have to own it, so you have to play your own game. Try to resist making eye contact with your opponent before you wrestle. It may help you. And trust your training. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yes. I started wrestling in the 7th grade. Yeah. I was 13. Yeah. My son started wrestling when he was 7. Yeah. Now he just went off to college. So, time goes quick. You know, the longer you stay in this sport, you learn a lot of great life lessons. I'd say I put this sport up against anything out there, anything, to teach you how to be a champion and a leader. Okay? In wrestling, we have this position. I've made this comment before. For a lot of people, when you fall down to your hands and knees, it's a sign of defeat. You're broke. But in wrestling, we call it our base. Like it's some free place where I can't be touched. And it's far from that, isn't it? What is our wrestling base? It means the guy's on top of you, grinding you down. But I'm still cool. That's how tough wrestlers are. Wrestlers, you're taught that when you get picked up and slammed to the ground, you got to get up. Nobody feels sorry for you. And no, not just get up, get to your feet, get away, turn around and do it to him. That's a lot to ask. And you demand that from yourself. Whether you're successful or not, when you demand that from yourself, you're becoming a winner. You're becoming a winner because you demand, I'm not going to stay on the ground. Perseverance is what wrestling teaches us. So I love going around and teaching young champions, not just wrestling, but you guys stay in it because we use words like embrace the grind. And we know that if we push our bodies and go through some pain, when you get on the other side, you're going to be better than where you were. And guess what? A lot of kids your age, they don't know how to deal with that. And wrestling, what I call the human sport, will always remind us that there's art in the struggle. Art in the struggle. So keep up the good work. Keep up the work. Keep up the struggling. You guys are pushing your body. You guys are paying the price. And you'll get your reward next season coming back. All right? Thank you for having me. If you have any other questions, I'll take them. I come from a wrestling family. There's 4 of us and my son as well. And when you stay in this game a long time, you really appreciate the life lessons that it teaches. And I could go on a lot about that. But do you have any questions for me concerning training or dieting or weight cutting, mindset, anything at all? I can answer them. Anybody? Anything? Yes.
What's the best workout outside of wrestling and what's the best cardio?
Best workout for cardio outside of wrestling? It's tough, there's not too many outside, but there's a lot of comparable ones. I can't think of anything that's sticking in the top of my head. Yeah. But any kind of side. It's always good to get cardio from other areas. Getting in the pool, you'd be surprised, getting in the pool, you don't overheat, so you can push your body in the water and go for long periods of time, and you can get in shape in the water pretty quick without overheating. So that's a good one. Yeah. Gymnastics. Your core muscles are the most important muscles in your body. Your abs, your external, your glutes and your lower back. These are the most important. When those are strong, then the rest of your body can grow very strong. As you can see, I'm not strong muscle bound, but I have strong core from my breakdancing days. And I learned how to position my body so I can be strong in position. So strong core is important. So we do a lot of gymnastics type movements. Any other questions?
Want to wrap it up?
Yes, one more here. Yes, I used to do breakdancing. You know what I like about breakdancing? And I'm going to finish with it. Let me tell you this thing about breakdancing. Is breakers, we know how to fall with style. You don't even know. When a breakdancer makes a mistake, we just blend it into a new move. And all of a sudden everyone else wants to do that, and it was an accident. Okay? You want to be creative. You want to keep your mind open and expand. Wrestling is no lockdown. You can keep expanding and learning. Everyone can wrestle slightly different. Have your own personality in there. But with the breakdancing, it taught me to bring your flavor, bring your personality, show your art and your passion. Yes. Yes, I'll breakdance. All right. I'll finish with some windmills. Breakdancing. Here. Hey, good luck. Have fun at the camp, guys. See you next week.